Hello and good morning. Welcome back to Buckeye Wars. So, this is a series I've put together about what it's like to grow up in El Dorado Hills in the 80s, 70s and 80s. And I really want to today give a shout out to the El Dorado Hills Fire Department. Wonderful, wonderful people. Back when I was in elementary school, they would come to the school and give talks about the area and how dangerous it was for rattlesnakes. Now, if you grew up in the city or any place in Sacramento or whatever, you didn't really have to worry about rattlesnakes. But we were in El Dorado Hills. So if you get out there and you're hiking around, you need to know about rattlesnakes. You need to know about what time of year to really watch out for them. You need to know what they look like. You need to know what they sound like. You need to know what to do. Wonderful. They would come often to the school, and we'd have an assembly, and they would tell us about rattlesnakes. And they even threw in talking about poison oak and how it looked during the different seasons. Do you know what poison oak looks like in the winter when there's no leaves on it? We do. It's a kind of a bunch of sticks sticking up, and they're kind of reddish color. And if you don't know what it looks like, you're going to brush up against that, or even maybe use one of the sticks to hold your marshmallow over the fire. Not good. Not good at all. I can remember when Rich and I went to Lake Amador to go fishing, seeing some people. They were breaking off branches and using it to hold their fishing pole along the shoreline. Yep, you guessed it, poison oak. We just shook our heads because we were in the boat. We kind of going by where they were. We could see them, but they were a little distance away, and we could tell from a distance that it's poison oak. We've been taught how to identify it. Anyway, back to the El Dorado Hills Fire Department. When I was a little bit older, I did for Halloween, I did a haunted house, and my character in the haunted house was like a zombie, and I needed real looking wounds all over me. And my dad knew somebody over at the El Dorado Hills Fire Department who was kind of a makeup artist. And what they would do for their own people is they would put wounds on one of their own guys, and then they would stage accidents for training purposes. So this guy was really good at making it look real. And my dad pulled some strings, and this makeup artist put fake skin and fake blood, and I don't know what it was exactly, but he made me look tore up. I looked like I'd been through some kind of a shredder or like a wood grinder, or what do they call those things? Anyway, I looked messed up, and I was ready for the haunted house. And the haunted house was at McClellan. So we had to stop at the gate and be allowed in. And the guard at the gate looked down at me, because my dad's driving, and looked down at me, and I was just all torn up, and he was shocked. He wanted to give me an escort to the hospital, and my dad said, no, it's fake. He's part of the haunted house. And the guard just shook his head. He says, man, that looked good. So shout out to the El Dorado Hills Fire Department for doing that up for us. Not only teaching us, as when I was a kid, on how to identify poison oak and know about rattlesnakes in the area, but going that extra yard and making me up to look like a zombie. Wonderful people. Thank you guys for joining me for Buckeye Wars. There's more to come.